Well, it's like this. A lot of people said a lot of bad stuff about each other. That y'all said bad stuff about each other. You can't apologize. Y'all meant what you said about each other. You can't apologize. There ain't no what y'all said, no forgiveness. Y'all, there ain't no apologizing. Y'all said what you said about each other, and y'all meant it. A lot of them people that said stuff about each other, they're dead, and there ain't no. They can't apologize to each other for what they said.
Well, I've heard Donald say this.
There's some things that people said that nobody can do anything about. Some things that people said about each other, about themselves, that there ain't nothing you can do about it. I said what I said. Everybody said what they said. Our words are what we said, what we all said about ourselves and each other. That probably caused all the damage. That was probably what caused a lot of the damage. Just what we said about each other, and what people said about each other. You want to know why? Because I realized that certain people will only talk to certain people, and only certain people will talk to other people about other people. But I've heard a lot of people say stuff about each other in front of each other, to their faces. I was like, wow. And they couldn't apologize to each other. And they couldn't take what they said, they couldn't take it back. The damage is done, y'all. Y'all ruined each other with what y'all said about each other. You guys ruined yourselves, and you guys ruined each other. Because you guys did your best to say the most worst stuff, like talking, like saying, talking this messy, reckless about yourselves and other people to their faces.
So there are some positive ways we can work on this, and I
believe
strongly that common sense gun.
Sometimes I wonder why did my human body, I just sometimes like it was like senseless to even exist, to have to endure these types of words
out of the hands of those who will do harm, and we finally need to pass a prohibition on anyone who's on the terrorist watch list.
You know how they say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Have you ever had anybody say anything to you that was kind of disrespectful, like out of pocket? And you said, oh, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. When you're an adult, when you're a grown man or a grown woman, and somebody says something very disrespectful, you can't look at the other adult and say, well, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Budget, we would put money into that budget to help us deal with implicit bias by
A lot of
retraining
people
a lot
are,
of our police officers. I met with a
you know,
group of very
saying
distinguished,
very
experienced police
disrespectful
chiefs
and
a few weeks
hurtful
ago.
words to each
They
other,
admit it's an issue.
to
They've got
their
a lot of
faces.
concerns. Mental health is one of the biggest concerns because now police are
They don't
having
have
to handle a
anything
lot of really
nice to
difficult
say
mental
about
health
themselves
problems on
or
the
each
street.
other.
They want support.
And they keep on
They want more
being
training.
very
They want more
disrespectful
assistance. And I think the
and
federal government
very
ought to be in a
hurtful to each
position
other
where we
with their
would,
words.
offer and provide that.
Never have nothing nice to say about themselves or anybody
I
else.
agree, and a lot of people, even within my own